Vibhuti Jha as well at this point. Vibhuti Jha, what do you make of this, these points put forward by Tulsi Gabbard? She's trying to, at the end of the day, set the record straight once and for all. But will that happen, Vibhuti Jha, or do you believe the critics will continue to resort to this Russia meddling argument?
Thank you very much, Uday, for having me, and great to be surrounded by so many friends of mine who are so wonderful about the subject matter. Listen, take a step back. As the saying goes, everything is fair in love and war and politics and everything else, right? So Hillary Clinton concocted, this is the important part to remember, she created the entire Russia hoax, the report that we know now. What is happening here is a challenge to democratic system itself, whereby, as Professor Nalpatji pointed out, trust and truth are completely eroded in the system and the process. And Tulsi Gabbard is trying to bring that back. Because you are not guilty until proven, so where is the evidence? Everybody says evidence. Even goddamn Pakistan is asking for evidences about 26/11 as yet. This is the challenge to democracy. But I want to say something more here. Remember Indira Gandhi, when she brought emergency, she was disqualified by Allahabad High Court for a violation that the government resources were used for her campaign purposes. That was the technical objection on which she was thrown out. We all know that. Here, what you are looking at is the shameless use of the government machinery and intelligence system throughout. But what is important here is that Obama ran the show. It is very important for us to bear in mind that Empress Clinton, Madhavji pointed out very clearly, Empress Clinton was to be coronated and anointed as the first ever woman president of America. Even New York Times talked about 90% chances of her winning it. But Trump came from nowhere and upset the woke army apple cart. This is very important for us to bear in mind. The woke army apple cart was to, if they won United States and converted into their leftist ideology and Islamist ideology, the world was about to collapse. The second target was India. Both these places, Modi and Trump stood in their way. That upset their apple cart. Therefore, I remember this because I watched all these things with my own eyes. The moment Trump went for the swearing in, the news media collusion immediately said that Trump has thrown out the bust of Martin Luther King from the White House. After half an hour, it was corrected that no, it was not thrown. So imagine the frenzy that was created by Trump winning, because he denied the Democratic Party the socialization of America and bringing the Queen in the system. Truth and trust are the biggest victims. The state machinery was used, and here is important. Obama directed on October 9th to the intelligence community, who had said in their assessment, and I'm reading that here, we judge that foreign adversaries do not have and will probably not obtain the capabilities to successfully execute widespread and undetected cyber attacks on the diverse set of technologies used to support the November 26 presidential elections. Obama instructed them that this is what he wanted, and you have to create the evidence storyline for that. And that's where the whole process unwound. We knew in the system that there was something seriously wrong, but we could not produce the evidence for that. DNI, Tulsi Gabbard, has produced the evidence. Here is very important. Remember why Hillary Clinton was not prosecuted? Because it was a very legalese use of the words which Comey said. Her actions in Benghazi and destruction of records were of extreme carelessness, but not gross negligence.
Okay.
If he had used, now all of you are veterans of English language, tell me the difference between gross negligence and extreme carelessness. But gross negligence was, if that word was used, Hillary Clinton would have been prosecuted.
Okay.
Extreme carelessness did not. So you are looking at a very interesting element, which I told a major CEO of a company when he asked me, how do you think technology will impact us? This is about 10 years ago. And I said, you can't hide anymore. and you can't lie anymore, because the tale that you will leave behind will be caught to tell its own tales. And that's what you are seeing here, that you can't hide anymore, and this is coming out. So my point is very simple. Hillary defeat upset the complete apple cart, and Trump was the villain of the piece because he wanted to solve the problems. And this is very critical for us to know. Abuse of system, famous WMD. Today, American credibility is an all-time low. Nobody wants American model of democracy in his own country. And that's the challenge America needs to reestablish the credentials of American democracy, truth and trust.
Right, Bharat.